Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. It gives me a lot of pleasure to be able to connect with you in this way. I'm making the most of the opportunity to be able to do short videos about things that I find interesting, and I hope you do too, in terms of our personal growth as women. So one of the things that I've run into over the years, and I'm sure you have too, is you've probably come across people who say, "Oh, I like independent women." It's so good to come across somebody who knows what they want, they go for it, they're not dependent and clingy or whatever. I remember hearing a lot of that when I was younger, and it always intrigued me because the message I got there was that the particular boyfriend actually didn't want to be too confronted with commitment or intimacy, too much closeness. So a bit more of a free rein, not a real close relationship. And I took that as because I'd grown up with a very strong injunction to be an independent woman. And, that came from when I was a girl, from when I was about 2 or 3. I sort of thought that was normal, and it became a problem. I'd be interested to know if that is something that you as listeners relate to. So what tended to happen was that I would be responsible, take on things, take on too much, be responsible for other people's work. Because I knew I could do it well, I might take on something that really I didn't have time for. So I'd end up burning out because I'd assume that I had to do the work that had to be done rather than sharing it with anyone. So I felt there was going to be, a price to pay if I shared work, if I didn't do it all myself and show what a capable, wonderful person I was. So there was a lot of pressure there to be an independent kind of person, a lot of pressure to be financially independent as well. And the problem I had there was that when I got married and had children and made the decision to stay at home to look after the kids, I didn't feel very good about that. I felt very financially insecure. That was just a huge shock to my system. So I'd be interested to know if that's something that some of you feel as well. And then what happens, you probably see this in other people that you know who are fiercely independent, where they find it very difficult to accept help. And if you're someone who's trying to help somebody who's like that, you can feel very, very much put back in your box, sort of, "Oh, don't help me, I'm fine." And it actually reduces the ability for people to give to you, to contribute, and for you to be able to receive. And that can be a problem as life goes on. We need to be able to interact with others and to have close relationships where we're not guarding ourselves, because I think that's where the independence goes wrong. It's when it becomes a way that we have of protecting ourselves against feeling inadequate in some way. So those are the thoughts that I have about that, and I'd be interested to know if you've got any thoughts about independence and how you've been brought up to be an independent person, or maybe not an independent person. I'd be interested to hear about that too. So if you've got some comments, please feel free to write something in the comment section below, and I will be reading and getting back to you, answering. I'd love to have a conversation. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.